There we go. Is it recording?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another upload of It's Dyer thing. I'm here with Mr. Sage as my cameraman and my sexy hair. And what the hell am I doing here? Yeah, you can take a look. You can see right here, I've got my whole freaking triple clamp coming apart. Why am I doing this? Is because I was an idiot and I ended up ordering Why am I doing this? Is because I was an idiot and I ended up ordering risers, knockoff risers from AliExpress, Amazon. I wouldn't give AliExpress the benefit of the doubt for that, but from Amazon. So basically I got 30 mil risers here that went up in here, right? Because I wanted my bars to go up. The problem is the fasteners that came with it, even though they looked clean and everything was nice and all that, once I started putting them in, everything was fine. But I decided that I was going to go back to the original Yamaha risers. And as soon as I was backing out the bolts, it started stripping the stupid bottom triple clamp here. And by stripping that clamp, the threads are now unsafe. So even if I decided to go back with stock risers, the threads inside here are so messed up that it's actually now it's a danger issue. So what I'm having to do now is take this whole bloody handlebar apart so I can change the bottom triple clamp so I can put the proper risers back on after I've returned the Amazon risers. So you know what, guys, I did that just to cheap out a little bit on risers. I didn't want to spend, you know, the $70, $80 US, so $100 Canadian on genuine risers. I said, well, you know, why would I do that when I can go ahead and buy, you know, knockoff risers for the same thing and gives me the height that I want. Well, you got to think, guys, right? It's not just actually the risers, it's the hardware, it's the time that people have put into it. That does cost a little bit of money. Sorry, Sage, I don't mean to be putting you into a... So there you go. I have to change this thing out, nice and gentle.
Jesus, watch out. You gotta...
Let's try not to scratch anything.
It's black.
So yeah, the threads inside here, as you can probably see, hopefully, I don't know if you're able to see it there, they are just absolutely destroyed. This one here and this one here. I don't know if you, can you see that close?
Yeah, you can see it's like scratched up in there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's called stripped, right? So that's a $100 piece. Gone. Waste. Garbage.
Yeah, belongs to Tenere. Matches it.
So now we're going to replace it again with this one here. You will notice here, if you're looking actually, look at the bolt here, and now look at the alignment here. You can see the bars are not in perfect alignment with here, so the bars actually go back. So if a couple of you find that the bars are too much towards you, no matter what you do, one could rotate your handlebars forward. And now look at the bar here, look at this bolt, and look where the bar placement is going to be. It's now pushing the actual bar a bit further forward. However, keep in mind that you might then come into contact with this. So anyways, that's not what we're doing. We're putting these on here. Oops, I lost one washer. One washer just fell down. Give me a second. The joys of working in the dark. Which means, you know, if I ever go blind, I can still work on bikes. So now we are replacing these guys. Huh? Actually, I'm going to, yeah, just bear with me for one tiny second. Actually, you know what? It's going to be easier if I do it this way. Sorry, Sage. Poor guy. Cameraman and a parts holder and everything, man. You're doing it all. Okay. Bear with me for 1 second. You good there? Mm-hmm. If you start holding stuff in your mouth as well there. Poor guy. All right, I'm just gonna actually rest the bar on top. So let's take these. So basically now what I'm doing, like I said, is I screwed up. I had bought aftermarket bar risers. Now I'm going back. I've had to replace the actual, little dot goes up front. Why? I don't know. That's how it's always been. You can see there's a little tiny dot on the top part of the clamp there. Yeah. If you can, you can. You can't, you can't. The dot goes up front. So now we're going with genuine bar risers, but it will be enough. And knowing that I'm using original fasteners, you know, things are going to be a whole lot safer, a whole lot smarter. So again, guys, don't cheap out first time around. Just do it properly. You can cheap out on haircuts like you can see with me, but don't cheap out on your parts. Not worth it.
Unless it's a DR.
Unless it's a DR. Yeah, Sage is rocking the DR this year, man. So we got a couple of things to do, so hopefully I can get this done here. I've tightened up the belt. Wow, aren't we on a roll tonight? I've tightened up the chain. One thing I would like to do, if we can if I have enough time, is maybe swap out the exhaust. No, I'm not going to do a startup, guys. Not tonight.
You need to.
I don't have the battery.
We could have gotten it.
The battery's upstairs. No, but we're going to probably go out ride this weekend.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I'll
I don't
let
know.
John smoke me with his DR.
We'll see how much. Okay, I'm not going to over tighten that first. I've got to come back here underneath this.
Are you bringing it
triple
back
clamp
up to like stock height now?
No, it's a little bit higher than stock.
No, I mean like because your triple clamp was lower than the forks a little bit, like a 1/4 inch.
Oh, you mean am I going to lower my forks down through?
Yeah.
I could do that actually.
It
while I'm
was
here.
already though. It was a quarter inch down through already.
Yeah. So basically, the only thing that holds up these two clamps here are just two 10mm bolts here, or it's a 10mm thread, so it's for a bolt. So you got a washer on the top, a washer on the bottom, and then the acorn nuts. And then the bolts are part of the actual clamp itself, right? So now we're going back up this height here. So then again, which is not so bad because now it gives you enough room because this is a part of the clamp. If you didn't have the risers, the bar would be right down on the clamp. So now you're kind of giving some space that will actually allow you to...
a ram mount?
Yeah, ram mount or any other mount, right? So let's tighten this up. That was a 17 mil.
Camera. Use the camera.
So, let's get the steering up straight here. All this because I wanted to save like $30, which now I ended up spending an additional $100 over than what I was saving because I had to replace this stupid thing, right? Again, some people would have probably just continued to ride with a bolt strip and say, oh, you know, as long as I don't loosen it, it'll be fine. But that's, you know, that's not something that I could do. Doesn't take much. Right, now let's get this on here. Sorry, watch your heads.
Yep.
So that goes back on there. And we put this in order to loosen your forks in the front. So we already got the. It's nice because we have a center stand.
Yeah.
Right. So all I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to loosen the bottom part of the triple clamp and apply some pressure on the back, and my front end is going to lift and the fork is going to lower. So let me just move this like this.
You're doing that now?
No, it's just I got to get to here.
Man.
Because that's the only thing that holds the.
Wow.
Oh yeah, scratched it. Well, all that because I decided to.
I think that was there before.
No, I scratched it. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
It's ugly dash anyways.
Yeah, it's an ugly dash anyways. for this, just slightly.
It's gonna be shaky video.
Shaky video. I can see your hand shaking. Why are you shaking so much, dude?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
My God.
It's not cold.
I know that. Okay, I'm gonna have it this height of that, right? So there's 2 bolts at the bottom of the triple clamp, and then there's 2 bolts at the top of the triple clamp. So right now, you loosen all 4 bolts. Again, it's best when you have a center stand, or that the weight is off of the front wheel, because if you start doing that, you're gonna get into a saggy situation, and nobody likes a saggy situation, right? So, and when you tighten up your clamps here, make sure you alternate top and bottom. So a little bit up at the top, a little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top, back and forth, so that you're getting a nice even clamping situation, and that you're not overstressing your fasteners. It does not need to be over tight. I'm gonna just go on the other side so I can loosen up. So there you have it. We're gonna do the other opposite side. So here you can take a look now. Why is your...
Because it's gonna die.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
already
dead.
Huh?
No bars.
Oh shit. Okay, so here you can take a look here. Come to the side, underneath here. So you can see the height now, the height difference between here and here versus the height difference between here and here. All right. Hopefully we can rotate that video. Well,
Here, I'll just...
otherwise it's not going to work. Right. So here and here. Right. So here you see the gold. This gold here, we're going to bring it flush down to this black bracket here to make it look like just like that one over there, and that will be even. So anyways, that'll be enough for tonight here for the video, and hopefully if you have any questions, any comments, do let us know, and I'll get back to you again. Don't cheap out. That's the important thing, is don't cheap out on little accessories as when it comes to safety features, right? Your steering, your brakes and stuff like that. Always use genuine Yamaha. I think it's probably the safest thing for you guys to do. So don't be a dummy. Don't be a Rob. All right. Take care. Have fun. Be good. Be safe. Again, keep it covered, guys. Cheers.
Yeah.